video, I will show you guys the best credit cards to use in 2025. All right, so right off the bat, we have Discover It Cashback. So this card, you will need at least a 670 to get approved for this card. If you have some trade lines on your profile, you have a good score, you have lots of history, you can get approved for around 5 to 10K. On a CPN, you can get approved under a CPN. Just make sure you have a thick profile before you apply for credit cards. If you try to add like authorized users, you will get denied. Authorized users don't work no more. I suggest just add on primary trade lines. Next, we have the Bank of America travel card. This one, you also need at least good credit. I recommend a high 600 score. This one will give you reward points and welcome offer. So this is pretty good when it comes to traveling as well. And the travel rewards will provide you high credit lines up to 50K. But usually you will start with around 5 to 10K. And then once you pay it off on time, the credit limits will increase over time. So this is a good credit card to use. Next is the Capital One Venture Rewards credit card. Again, this is for good credit. There is an annual fee, but this card is also a high credit line, and they will give you a good welcome offer. So probably got a couple $100. But yes, Capital One is always good. Capital One will basically approve for almost anyone with good credit. If you guys have collections, repos, bankruptcies, you will not get approved for any of these cards. So this one's about the same thing. It's just the reward side, so I'm gonna skip over this one. Okay, so this is the Discover It Chrome. Pretty much the same thing, just different reward rates or APRs. But yeah, this is pretty good. Expect around 3K to 5K when you apply. But if you have about 10 to 15 credit lines on your profile, paid off, closed, most definitely you'll get about 15K when you try to apply for it. And then within 6 months, you can add another 5-10K increase. All right, so this is Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo, I'm not a fan of Wells Fargo because when it comes to the banking, they're a little more strict. And you can only withdraw $300 a day. But they do have high APRs when it comes to Wells Fargo. So for me, I don't recommend it. If you do have Wells Fargo, it is easier to get approved, but you would need a good credit score. I recommend a mid 700 or a low 710 score. They are pretty strict with the approvals, by the way. And then you have the Reflect card. About the same thing as this one, so really not much of a difference, but this one is better for balance transfer, so you get a higher balance transfer compared to this card. And then you have your Chase Unlimited card. This is one of the best ones, and it has a high credit limit. So if you want a 30K credit limit, you will have to have a good 800 credit score, at least 5 to 7 years of history. 10 years will guarantee you 30K or 25K, 20K on the low end. Works for CPNs as well. Bad credit, not recommended. They also, they won't approve you if you have more than 5 hard inquiries. And that's with every Chase card, by the way. So this is the easiest Amex card to get approved for. People with 9 to 5s, decent credit can get approved for this. But this, you will have to get at least a 680 to get approved. No collections, nothing like that. APR is up to 30%. So if you're in the 680, you will get around a 25% APR. Then you have your Capital One Venture X card. This one, the annual fee is pretty high. This one I don't really recommend, but it is a higher credit score bracket. So if you have a higher credit score, you can go for this one. But this one, to me, is not really that popular. And then the Gold and the Rose card, easier for approvals than the Platinum card. There is an annual fee, but you get a 60K member rewards points, and the minimum score is 670, but most likely you need a 690 at least, with lots of trade lines, lots of history on your profile. And the Amex is also a good card too, but the annual fee is pretty high. It's $695. So if you're trying to get approved for 3 of these cards, make sure your credit is on point. But that's where you can apply add trade lines. So if you need trade lines, please visit the links in my description on the bottom of the video. If you guys need trade lines, and it should report within 2 weeks. Yeah, so those are the best ones, and these are just the best ones. So yeah, if you guys find this video helpful, these are the best credit cards for 2025. Yeah, that'll be it for the video, guys. Make sure you guys subscribe, and thanks for watching.